Weeks, month, after you make that run, all the Gamecock Nation fans are showing their appreciation for what you did for this basketball program, what your guys did.
It's helped the seniors collect all the information they needed for professional opportunities, and PJ help an assistant coach get his first head job, start the process to figure out who to hire to replace him, and recruit, and it hasn't stopped. So it's that's a great thing. It's, there's not as much separation from the end of the season to doing all these things like you usually have. That's a good problem to have.
The fans that you've talked to since the tournament run, are they still filled with gratitude over the run, or are they kind of asking what's coming next year?
A little bit of both, probably. Fans. I'm a fan also. I love it when my teams win, and I think they're still super excited about something that never happened in school history, and but they're also looking forward to the future, and I think that's the beauty of our fans, that we've got them caring now, and now that they care, they're fully invested.
As you look forward, is this program more able to deal with the losses of the three guards, the talent that is leaving this program? Is this program in a good enough spot now that you can handle it without too much of a drop-off?
I mean, the year before we won 25 and set a school record, and a lot of opinions were like we'd never be able to replace Michael Carrera, and we had guys who were prepared to take their turn, and we're losing some quality guys. But we've also tried to recruit a basketball team, so there's some guys in that locker room that it's their turn, and they're excited. I know they've worked extremely hard for the opportunity. We got guys that have played major minutes in humongous games, so they're not going to run away from the moment. So I know I'm excited. I'm excited for the guys in there. I'm excited for the guys that we've recruited, and building teams is what it's all about. And we've built a team, we've built a program. Now it's a matter of figuring out who wants to take on new roles and new responsibilities.
You were coming off a good year last year as you embarked on this spring meet and greet tour, but how much more are you looking forward to it this year? How much more fun is it going to be meet and greet the fans coming off this great run you just came off of?
Yeah, I mean I understand we had a fun run in the NCAA tournament, and we accomplished something that had never been done in school before. But we set a school record for wins a year before. We averaged 14,000 people a game this year. That's because our fans had started to buy in 2 and 3 years ago, and they've continued to buy in. And we didn't average. Our average attendance this year was not based on our Final Four run. It was based on the team that we have become over the last 4 years. And so I'm always excited to get out and meet fans and spend time with them, and thank them for the way I just drove up here, for them getting in their car and driving down there on a midweek night to come support our team. That's what it's about, and we've got unbelievable fans, and I'm just glad that we've been able to build a program to make them proud.
Things are so hectic during the season. Have you had a chance to sit back and enjoy the things you accomplished this year yet?
I've enjoyed them. I don't know if I had time to sit back and kind of enjoy. I don't
reflect on them.
Yeah, I mean, I reflect a lot. I'm constantly in thought. I'm constantly thinking. I'm constantly thankful for what I have, and excited for the next day, the next opportunity, and that's one thing. I'm always reflecting. I'm always. Anytime I get in a car to drive, or I get in an airplane and I disconnect from the phone, my mind is always thinking of what's happened and what's ahead. So I think time for reflection and time for enjoyment and time to sit back and be proud of all the stuff that's been done. There's a time for that. That's called retirement. And while you're still working, you got to continue to build, and you got to be worried about the next day. And I know I'm real proud. I'm real proud of our guys, but I don't know if I'll ever sit back and enjoy, because the second I sit back and enjoy, there's another team in this league that's going to pass us, and then I'm not going to have a lot of fun again.
You mentioned excitement. Do you feel like there's an increased amount of excitement with the fans after this Final Four run and coming out and seeing them in the public like this?
Yeah, I mean, heck, there were more people watching games at bars than there were at the first game I ever coached at the arena 5 years ago. So it's fans are excited. They're excited. We had a special group of guys. I think our guys, and it didn't, like I said earlier, it didn't just start in the Marquette game or the whatever game in the NCAA tournament. It started 5 years ago with how hard our guys are going to play and the commitment that they're going to make to respect the game and give our fans something to be proud of. And it's something that's been building over 5 years. The NCAA tournament run was a reward for our players, a reward for our fans. That's like stuff to sit back and tell your grandkids about one day. But the excitement of the fan for our team, our program, that's been building for 5 years. And I don't know, maybe some people meet different fans than me. The ones I've met are extremely excited about how our guys play. They're thankful for what our guys do, how they represent their university, who they are in the community, and then obviously for winning games. It's someone showed me a stat just last night. We've got 51 wins over the last 2 years. There's only 19 other schools that have had at least 51s over the last 2 years. So that puts us in pretty good company for the last couple of years.
The attention that you got and that the program got and the notoriety and going on all the podcasts and all that kind of stuff, is how much can that help moving forward?
Yeah, I mean, that's, if you've heard me use a negative word since I've been here, it's the word apathy. Mm-hmm. And that's what existed 5 years ago. There was no interest in our program. There was no interest in our program for then the people on the inside. Forget the fans, forget the media, forget on the inside. There was apathy in place, and that's a nasty word. That word and me just don't get along, and we had to kind of get away from that, and because of the efforts of our kids, we were given a platform to be able to get in the public eye, to have access. To be able to speak to our fans, future players, whatever it may be, people of interest to the university, possible students 3 years from now that don't want to play basketball. They just want to be a student at the university, to be able to speak about our school, our university, our athletic department, our basketball team, the community, Columbia, our state. Anytime you get those opportunities, you get a chance to brag about how special it is where you are, and that's what we've been fortunate to have here over the last 3, 4, 5 weeks.
Thanks, Coach.